Okay, now it's on. Can you see yourself?
Hi. I thought the door from the. I want you to adore your.
You want me to record my book?
Yeah. And when you're reading it.
I'm gonna record you reading it tonight, actually.
Okay. Can you do it right now?
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
But I love you. But Daddy waited for me a lot in the day. Wait a second. When I finish watching the game and when I finish watching you, I can do both.
Oh my gosh, if you go back and forth?
Yeah.
That's such a good idea.
Then let me do you first. Only for
2 minutes? Okay, but you have to be quiet while I talk then, okay? And sit still. Help, you have to sit still because you're making my bed make noise. Okay. I think maybe you should be with Daddy while I'm talking and then you can come sit in here with me once I start reading. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Hallie. I'm so excited for today's vlog. I feel like I've just been reading here and there and I haven't sat down to do a little reading vlog. I was thinking for this vlog I could just read some of the fantasies that you guys are constantly requesting I read. Obviously Acotar is one of those. You guys are constantly asking me to read Acotar, Throne of Glass, just the whole Sarah J Maas world. So I am almost halfway through the book. I think I'm at chapter 21, page 188, and I am eating this up right now. But I've recently discovered that I am a mood reader. So I think I'm also like halfway through Shatter Me. And then I did start 6 of Crows, but I haven't picked it up since the beginning of this month. So I've been going back and forth with books, but the ones that I'm the furthest into are Acotar and Shatter Me. I'm hoping to also get to 6 of Crows in this video because I did start it at the beginning of this month and I'm so excited to read it. I just started getting a little bit confused, but I think that maybe once I get through these, especially like if I read it after Shatter Me, because I think maybe, no, this isn't like dystopian. It's like, I don't know. Hopefully we'll get to this, but right now I'm in the middle of reading Acotar. It's been raining all day. I don't know. I just feel so like cozy and ready for just a cozy night of reading. I kind of want to try and either finish this book tonight or get really close. I don't know why people say that the first book, you have to suffer through it to get to the good ones. Like I'm already having a great time. So you're telling me it just gets better? Because I'm not suffering. I'm having such a good time. I don't understand. What are we suffering through? I definitely like, it's been not slow, but like slower than the part that I'm getting to, if that makes sense. Like it's starting to pick up. The plot is thickening a little bit. So I'm really excited to just get farther into this tonight. That is the plan for tonight. I am going to read Acotar and then we'll go from there. I don't know how long it's been, but I've only read like 30 something pages. I kind of am reading a little bit slower, but I feel like it's just because it's the end of the night. I have made it to chapter 25. Mark has joined us. I convinced Markie forever ago to start Fourth Wing, but then the holidays happened and we were just like super busy. And so he got 5 chapters in and then just never picked it up again. So he is going to read Fourth Wing, the newest addition to the book girlies. Updates in Acotar. Nothing crazy has happened in this book. Like I know that Acotar and Throne of Glass is known for like crazy plot twists, but I feel like because this is the first book in the series, it's just not super crazy, but also like it's been really enjoyable. It feels more like a cozy fantasy. I've never read a fantasy before with fairies and fae and stuff like that, so that has been really interesting to see in this world and just see the whole dynamic of that. I also really like the magic system in this. I had no idea what to expect going into this, and because I've heard about it for so long, I had my own ideas built up in my head about what I thought it would be, and it's just very different than what I thought it would be, but in a good way. My friends have been telling me that after this book it just gets better, which I can't even comprehend because this is already just so good. Anyway, thoroughly enjoying this. Nothing crazy has happened. I feel like maybe there'll be something crazy right at the end of the book to get you hooked for the second book. I think Sarah J Maas is known for doing like cliffhangers and like plot twists at the end. I don't know for sure though. Don't quote me on that. But again, this is just the first book in the series, so a lot of setup, but it's very cozy vibes, very entertaining. I haven't been bored. I'm not at all disappointed with this this book, honestly. I'm just having a good time and I'm waiting for something to go wrong because I feel like something will have to go wrong in order for there to be like the rest of the series, but I genuinely have no clue as to what that could be. I feel like I'm not one of those people who can like guess what's gonna happen. I'm actually like the most gullible person. Whenever the plot twists happen, I'm like, what? Oh my god, I never saw that coming. Even if it's literally the most obvious thing, I will not see it coming, I feel like. So let's keep going. Mark has just informed me that it is 1 in the morning. We are going to bed. Hello you guys, good morning. So last night I actually didn't end up getting as far as I hoped I would. I made a pretty good dent into the book. I made it to chapter 27, that's page 242. There's 418 pages, I think. So I don't know, I'm a little over halfway, but I was really enjoying the book last night. I think that there was another character introduced that I feel like I've seen online before, but I'm kind of glad that I don't remember the context that I saw that character's name in, because I'm still going into it like blind, like I don't really know what to expect, but I think that they're going to be an important character in the story. I feel like there are 3 options of people that she could end up kind of falling for. Right now, the one that I am like loving, I'm conflicted about because people I think end up not liking him. That's all I'll say about it because I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, the romance was definitely picking up last night. Like before, it was definitely just a lot more based on setting up the world and setting up the High Fae and their courts and their whatever and their backstory and the war and just like all that stuff. Like it wasn't hard to understand. It just was like you needed to set it up. But it is the next morning. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. And then also we checked the mail this morning and I had a couple of really exciting packages. So I wanted to show you guys. This first package is actually from a small business called Burnwell Reading. They're basically bookish themed wax melts, but I'm so excited about these. She makes her wax melts with soy wax. I guess what's normally in there is paraffin wax, but it's all natural. So it's safer for kids and pets, which I love. Like I have always loved using candles, but recently I've been trying to at least use them less. I haven't made myself stop using them completely just because I love them so much, but I've really been trying to use them less because I know that they're very unhealthy for you and like the wax sticks to your walls and just over time can be really bad for you. So I'm really excited for these because they're all natural. They're also free of carcinogens, which that's like what causes cancer. So I'm so excited about these and they're so cute. They're literally bookish themed. Let's open them. Oh my god, she sent so many. I'm so excited to try them. Okay, and I will have her website as well as her Instagram linked down below because she's just like the sweetest person. Genuinely, she was so nice. And this is like not sponsored or anything. I just wanted to support a small business because they're so cute and natural. So the first one that she sent is enemies to lovers, but like how cute is this? They're bookish themed and then you burn them like while you're reading this type of book. This one is smoked vanilla, amber, sugar, and vanilla. Oh my god, that smells so good. Like, you know, whenever you get a new shampoo and it's like kind of fruity but just so fresh and you shampoo your hair for the first time and it fills up the bathroom, I feel like that's what this smells like. The next one is sports romance, which when I saw this I was like LOL me because I apparently am obsessed with just hockey romances. Like I'm just a hockey romance girl and I have come to accept this about myself and love this about myself. So loving the sports romance. Oh my god, I can already smell it just from opening it. Oh, that smells so good. This is lemon, vanilla, and pound cake. I'm so happy right now. The next one is just romance. And this one is strawberry sugar vanilla. It smells so good. This one smells very similar to the enemies to lovers. The next one is romanticies, black raspberry and vanilla. Ooh, that smells so good. Oh my god. The next one is a book in bed. Ooh, that smells like fresh, like laundry. Oh, it literally says clean sheets and cool breeze. It's so funny what the smell is. And then the last one, this is literally so cute, but she has this one that is a blind date with a book. So whenever you open it, you choose a book with the trope that's in here, which I think is so cute. Like that's such a good idea. I feel like that'll be so cute to do like maybe for a video. I'll like pick whatever book trope is in here. I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys because she was so nice. Her name is Abby. She literally is just like the sweetest person ever. I love her little company she makes them. They're natural, good for you. So I definitely would recommend checking her shop out. I'll have everything linked down below. The second thing is my cousin who lives in Oklahoma. She actually became a reader around the same time as me, I'm pretty sure. Like we started reading at the same time. We both kind of started posting about books and stuff. And so we started texting each other and we were like, oh my God, have you read this yet? Oh my God, have you read this yet? And the other night she was talking about how she loves sweatshirts. So she literally, her husband bought her like a press and she'd just been making her own shirts. And the other night she sent me a picture of one that she made and I was like, oh my God, it's so cute. Like that's literally so cute. And she goes, well, I did make two. Like, do you want me to send you one? And I was like, do I want you to send me one? Yes, here's my address. So that is what is in here and I'm so excited to open it. She also does make really cute little TikToks. So I'll link her TikTok account down below too so you guys can like follow her. It's so cute. It says vicious little thing and then on the arms, mark my words, Prince, I'll be your undoing. But yeah, it's so cute. Like it's so simple. Thank you, Carrie. And then the last thing, actually from my bestie, Anna. Aww. I'm literally emotional. She literally just wrote a letter and she was like, I was just being a little crafter and I decided to write you guys love letters. I just love my friends so much. She just was saying she was grateful to have a friend like me. She also said, I'm really excited for you to blow up and be famous. I really want a Porsche, by the way. I am emotional and I'm keeping this forever. That's literally so sweet. That was such a fun little unboxing. But anyway, probably won't update you guys during the day. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of editing and obviously just hang out with the kids and stuff. And then when Mark gets home, I'm going to pick back up Acotar, hopefully finish it. But yeah, that was it. I'll see you guys later. My gosh, okay. This is much later. It's 9:42. I have been reading for a couple hours or like an hour and a half, but I made it to chapter 36 and I have like just over 100 pages left in Acotar. It has gotten so good. Like it was good before, but like the first half of the book feels more like a cozy fantasy. I didn't even say like what this book was about. Basically, it's about, how do I give a description without like spoiling anything? Essentially, there is a world that has like mortals and humans with no magic, and then also a land of fairies and like a realm with magic. And like a long time ago there was a war, and so they don't like live together anymore. They like live completely separately and they have a treaty to like make it to where they can live in peace. And one day Feyre, the main character, is out hunting for her family and she accidentally kills something, which essentially ends with her going to live on the fairy side. And like that's kind of where the story starts. And so the first like, you know, whole part of the book, I feel like it just really felt like a cozy fantasy. And like over the last like 50 pages, things have taken such a turn and like the stakes have risen so much, and there's just been like so much more action, and like it's just so good. This is like why I don't understand why people said, oh, you have to suffer through the first book, because I'm like so engaged in this and it's just like so good. I genuinely just want to know what happens. Like there's no way I'm gonna be able to not finish this tonight, because the way that things are going, I'm just like, oh my God, like what is gonna happen? So I don't know, I'm kind of worried that after I finish this, I'm like not gonna want to read anything else except for the second book. So it's just so good. It's just literally so good. Looking at the rest of the books, I can't even like fathom like what is about to happen in the rest of the series just from the turn that this has taken. So I wanted to check in. I have like 100 pages left in the book. I honestly probably won't stop and do another check-in until I have finished the book, just because I'm so just engaged in the story and like I can't. It's just literally crazy. I don't know. It's just so crazy. I just need to know what happens. So I'm going to keep reading and then I will check in with you guys whenever I finish this book. Also, my eyes I feel like look so red. I have not been sleeping well. That's like such a side note, but the dark circles around my eyes are insane right now. So let's continue making my sleeping problem worse and stay up and finish this book. Markie joined me. I asked him if he wanted to give you guys an update on Fourth Wing.
I forget what the main character's name is.
Violet?
Yeah. So Violet, she was sparring with the second year, and then the second year was one of the people, the girl's like...
Wait, you can't say, you know, you have to explain it without explaining it because no spoilers.
So... They fight and something happens.
You don't have to say exactly what part you're on. Just what are you thinking so far?
Oh, it's good. Dane's a baddie. He's got a scar on his tan chin with stubble.
Dane?
Yeah, that's who she's talking about right now. So that's what I just read about him. Is he has a scar on his chin covered by stubble, his tan skin. I was like, yeah, Dane, go Dane. The best friend trope, dude. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm vibing with it.
I'm so excited for you to get further in the book. Gonna keep going. Bruv. How far are you?
I just got on page 100.
Woo! I just finished this book. It was so good. Like, up until the last third of the book, I was like enjoying it. But that last part of the book was just so good. I still feel like I can't believe what I just read. I just did not see that coming. I know I say that about every book that I read because I go into it blind, and so I never really know what I'm getting myself into at all. But even as the story was progressing, I still just could have never guessed that this is where we were gonna end up. But I love it. I love it. All I want to do is read the next book. This was just so good, and it's so fun to finally know like what happens in this book after seeing so many people talk about it for so long. I can't believe I finally know what happened in this, and it was so good. It definitely lived up to the hype. I think that for my rating, it was so good. I feel like I'm like 4.25. Like either a 4.25 or a 4.5. Either way, it was a great book, and I definitely recommend. Oh my god. Me immediately texting all of my friends. Oh my god. That was just so good. That was so good. And that makes me so excited to read Throne of Glass because I loved her writing. Her writing was so good. I already can vividly see stories. My shirt is like so... I already can vividly see stories, but her writing, I was just so in the world. I was so in the world. It was like explained so perfectly. It feels like a real place. I want to be a fairy. Oh my god. It's so good. Okay, anyway, I'm so glad that I read that and stopped putting it off. I really want to keep reading, but I think I'm going to try and be responsible and go to sleep because I was talking about my dark circles and I'm contemplating staying up when it's already 12:20. So, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Welcome to another night reading with me. Today, our book of choice is Shatter Me by Markie. I thought I was a little bit farther into this book, to be honest, but I'm on page 119. That's barely past chapter 20, still like in the beginning. And that's out of, don't read anything, 329 pages. That's including the epilogue. So I think I'm like a little under halfway, like barely under halfway. I don't really know. I feel like I honestly haven't spent that much time reading this so far to even be this far in the book. So I don't know. We'll see how far we get tonight. Maybe I'll end up finishing it if it's going by fast. Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just going to be reading Shatter Me. So far, I'm kind of middle of the road. It's definitely not bad, but I'm not like obsessed with it. And again, I don't know if this is because it's the first book in a series similar to Acotar. So like maybe towards the back end of the book, it'll be a little bit more crazy. But right now it's kind of just like good. If you don't know, this is about Juliet. She has a power where when she touches people, they die, I guess. Well, they don't like instantly die. Something happens. I don't really know what it is yet. But whenever she touches people, something happens and they usually end up dying. And so she was sent to this mental facility for like crazy people. And now the government, because this is like dystopian, so it's set in like a dystopian era, futuristic, but like a dystopian future, whatever. You know what dystopian means. She is sent to a mental hospital, even though she's not crazy, but the government is like keeping her there and wants to use her basically as a weapon in the war. That's basically all I know so far. I feel like I kind of still don't really know what it's about, and I'm like 100 and something pages in, but I don't know if that's just because I'm like being dumb right now and I'm not connecting the dots, or like if it's just because it hasn't been revealed yet. I don't know. So we are going to get a little bit farther into this. I'm probably going to play a Shatter Me playlist on Spotify or something just to like get me into the mood, hopefully. Which, speaking of, look how cute these are. I got little covers for my AirPods because I wear my AirPods all the time. Like I literally use these every single day. Whenever I am, you know, cooking or cleaning, I'm always listening to music or a podcast or watching YouTube videos. But because I wear them so much, I started to get worried about the fabric getting gross. And I wear these for hours at a time, like when I'm editing, like literally all the time. And I feel like whenever you clean, you get like sweaty, and like that just grossed me out, and I didn't want to start like breaking out or just, I don't know. So I really wanted to get silicone covers, and I got hot pink because I'm just like in my hot pink era. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys these because they're so cute and they literally just came today. I'm going to put on a little playlist. I think I'm going to read at my desk here for a little bit because I've been reading in my bed for the past few days. So I'm gonna read this for a little bit at my desk. Markie is still helping Bowie with a few last minute things for bedtime, and then he's gonna come in here and read some Fourth Wing with me. So another cozy little night of reading. It has been a couple hours. I am like flying through this. It's honestly just such an easy read, and things have definitely picked up from whenever I first checked in. I think I just wasn't far enough in the book to be super invested. It took until like 160 pages, and then I was like, okay, things are starting to happen. We're getting somewhere. And from then things have kind of picked up. I have like, I think like 70 pages left. I'm really interested to see how this ends. I did want to mention one thing I didn't expect. The romance in this book hits a little harder because Juliet, if she touches someone, it like hurts them. So like for her, she's gone her whole life without being able to have that physical touch, like hugging even her family, like getting affection in that way. So the whole romance aspect for her and her like never getting to experience that in her whole life, that is like a whole part of the story that I just never even thought about, I guess. And I actually really love that part of the story. I feel like it makes it just so much more intimate because she's never experienced love like that before. So I don't know, I'm really liking it so far. I am going to finish this and then we'll check in. Is there anything you want to say about your book?
It's really good.
He's on page 144 of Fourth Wing and he said it's really good so far.
Spicy, yeah.
Safe to say he's eating it up. We're gonna read. Oh my god. That's not what I expected. Holy guacamole. I finished Shatter Me. I think I'm gonna rate this 4.25 stars. It was really good and I actually now am so excited to read the rest of the series. And yes, I do plan on reading the whole series with the novellas. I know a lot of people are commenting, make sure to read the novellas in between because some people just skip them. But I personally really love novellas, even though they're short and a lot of the time don't have too much in them. I really like novellas. This was just so good. I almost was expecting so much, but then also not that much. For some reason from the cover, I felt like it was gonna be very YA, but then I also expected it to be like amazing. The romance in here is not what I expected from the romance. First of all, I'll say that I definitely expected something else romance wise, but I love the way that the romance was written in this. The plot of the book was so much more than I expected, but I love the turn that it took. It has me so much more intrigued for the rest of the series. Like genuinely through the first 2/3 of the book, I was like, yeah, this is good. It's entertaining. It's getting better, but I still wasn't convinced that I was going to want to read the rest of the series. But the last third of the book, I want to know what happens. This was so good. I'm so glad that I read this and that I kept going. Really, really good. I really liked this, honestly. So good. So the only other book that I had on my TBR for this video was Six of Crows, which I don't think that I'm going to read in this video. I know some of you are probably so disappointed, but the thing is, I just like am not in the mood for it and I really want to enjoy this book and I don't want to ruin my experience with it by like forcing myself to read it. And I've made the mistake in the past of forcing myself to read a book even when I wasn't in the mood because I just felt guilty for not reading it since it was on my TBR. And you know, I've learned my lesson, slumps, so I will not be doing that to myself. But yeah, I do still want to read this. I just don't want to force myself right now. I am discovering that I am definitely a mood reader. And so especially with ADHD, I have to be in the mood for the book and then it goes well. Then I don't lose focus. I don't get distracted as easily just because I'm like fully invested in it. And so I'm really trying to just let myself mood read and like go to what I'm in the mood for, even if it kind of messes up my TBR and my goals for the month, just so I can continue to enjoy reading and not let it stress me out like that because I don't want reading to turn into that. But we still had 2 great reads in this video and I'm so happy that these have so many more books following them because I can just stay in the world that I was already enjoying. So I do plan on doing one more video, hopefully with my books from my January TBR, so maybe this will get put in there. I'm not 100% sure on that, maybe, but that's gonna be it for today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't followed me on Instagram or TikTok, follow me there. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.